Hey Taurus, TT here. So either you've been backstabbed or someone is ending a marriage. Okay. Either there are some romantic delusions that are kind of going on and you're unaware about it. Or this is happening to your person. Okay. If you are new, welcome to our little love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back. Yeah, so this is going to be for my Taurians. Either you are married or you're in a committed relationship. So these are so let me tell you who you are. You're either married, in a committed relationship with somebody long term. You've been in a committed relationship long term, or you know that your person is dealing with these three components. For those of you that are in the season of wanting a higher level of commitment but not acquiring it yet, there may be some remnants that also resonate with you. But there are some romantic delusions that I feel Spirit wants you to know about. Your person could still be married or attached to someone, and there's a messy situation. All I know is there's some bitching, bad mouthing, there's some bitterness, there's people being used as doormats wherever you fit in the situation. Spirit could be giving you an insight into the relationship or the connection of your person. There's a sense of inability to continue living on like this or coping with this type of situation. If you are in those type of relationships where you are constantly giving someone an opportunity to change because you don't want to give up on your beliefs around marriage, traditions, or any of those things, there may be a message in here for you. Okay, remember to only take what resonates, you guys. Leave the rest. Okay, I appreciate all the love and support in the comments. I see each and every single one of you. I will be opening my Wizio books this week, so you should be able to utilize the link in the comment, not the comment section, excuse me, the description box. I will be taking personal readings again. If you would like to book one, you can check it down in the description box. The prices have changed. And for those of you that asked for the session to just be able to talk to me or book a session to event, there is a specific service on there called Fashion Session, so you can check that out. It's going to be linked as one of the services that I do provide. So again, I am not a licensed professional, but if you're looking for someone to talk, you don't want to dump power on anyone else, you don't know how to transmute energy, that service is available for those of you that want it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this channel message, because Taurus, you deserve love. Alright, regardless of what is going on around you, Spirit's not going to leave you in the dark or have you sitting around looking like boo boo the fool. So maybe they love you, maybe they don't, maybe they do love you, maybe they have a contract that they haven't ended. Okay, but Spirit is not going to let you try to create with someone that has not ended something and they're not ready. So you may have met someone, or maybe someone that you're dealing with, it could have been all magical, you with the violins, felt like it was meant to be, and it was. I really feel like it could be like very magical, you know what I'm saying? But something about contract here and events, whatever was being created or manifested, the universe gave you and this person an option to do the right thing, an option to be forward. So maybe you asked a specific question and they led you on. Maybe they withheld certain details and told you not necessarily a lie, but it's like, when someone says, well, technically it's not a lie, I just didn't tell you specifically, or I just didn't tell you the details. Nah, Spirit is calling this person out, or you, Taurus, and saying a lie is a lie. All right. This could be like lying and saying that you're involved in, the rearing or the upbringing of a child, and they're not really that involved. Or there could be a situation where they're still sexually involved with someone, even though they're not together. They could be separated. So there's some white lies, some gray area that's being taken advantage of, and it's like the more and more you guys are going down this road together, the longer it's going to take for you to forgive this person. So someone is being, whatever contract this person could have had is being like revised or about to become null and void. So for some of you, you're about to be done with somebody. Something that was meant to be a very beautiful road, long road towards possibly a beautiful relationship is now being severed for somebody here. Who done fucked up, Taurus? With you now? Okay? Because I keep hearing maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Alright? Because someone isn't tied up in a third party situation, and whatever mess that they're going into, Spirit is not going to let you like become a third wheel or let you settle, because you deserve love. You deserve to face whatever you need to face. Okay, I don't know what all Spirit is talking about, but you know how these channel messages go. So there is some type of romantic delusion here. So Spirit had me write down 4 possibilities. 4 here, and 31 reduces to a 4. Let's get the other cards. And there are 4 specific delusions that I was just about to mention to you that Spirit had me write down. We also have abundance. One more card, please, Spirit. Get some energies out here and taking the steps. All right, Taurus, I see you walking away from someone and focusing on your money, and you are like, fuck the bullshit. I don't have time to be chasing anyone left on red. I don't have time to be confused or not knowing about where I stand in the situation, or vice versa. For those of you that are dealing with that, I'm also seeing for those of you that are dealing with a relationship where there's no more trust left there. There's no more. Again, we start with a 4, we end in a 4. So maybe you built, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be in that relationship because you believed in the possibility. You were optimistic, enthusiastic about the possibilities of where you guys could go together. You could travel the world together. You could be the power couple. You could do anything. And you wanted to share this abundance, this stability, all right, this foundation, your home. You wanted to share this with somebody. And with taking the steps, I feel like you've had to, or you will have to end something. And it's like, I may not have got that relationship, or I may not be able to continue that, but I'm going to go wherever I feel happiest. I'm going to leave. I'm going to trust my instincts and go wherever I feel guided to go. Bottom of the deck, because the connection, new supportive connections, okay? So you may be spending more time with different people. Some of you may be going out on dates, really enjoying your life again. I do feel like art may be significant here. So you may paint, or someone may support your painting inhibitions. But someone, like I'm saying, overall, you are going to gain so much more from walking away or ending something that you may have been holding on to, whether it was a marriage, a long-term connection, or the idea that you and someone would have that vision, that dream, right? Again, with that back and forth energy that I was talking about, indecisive energy. So like I said, this could be something that your person is currently dealing with. Maybe they went back and forth between you and someone else. Maybe their intentions was to change, but they teetered with it, and they missed an opportunity. For some of you, they may have been going back and forth between an ex and you, or dealing with someone in a pharaoh type of situation, and they finally have ended that marriage, or they finally have ended that connection. There's a significant change here that's occurring, and it's due to, like I said, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of betrayal, enemies, bitching, bad mouthing, bitterness, doormat, feeling like a failure in that connection, not being happy. exhausted of the ruin that has come of something. There's been a lot of curses, hitting rock bottoms, hitting your head on the wall, not sure what those karmic ties are about, and just wanting to sever that. So someone is leaving something that they once were invested in or building to go and be happy with somebody else. And for some of you, like I said, you're on the receiving end of that. Maybe your person is closing that chapter and they've made a committed decision to go towards you, okay, or close that door. And maybe some of you are in a committed situation and you feel like this ain't it. Okay, only you know what type of betrayals, backstabbing, and experiences you're having. All right, so again, the Hierophant right up in here. The truth is about to come out. So the truth is, you deserve love, and Spirit is saying you're about to receive the truth. So let's talk about these four. Again, 444 specifically. For those of you where this is resonating for you, make sure you watch the reading today that comes out at 4 p.m. at 444. That may be a synchronicity, that the telepathic message maybe is for you as well, if they're tied in together. And it might make some more sense of where you stand, so you don't like go crazy. Okay, so these romantic delusions, there are four. If you exhibit any of the four, Spirit has asked, would like for you, okay, I'm just going to talk in first person, would like for you to, the first person that come to your mind, whatever their name is, attach the energy to the person. Go ahead and give it its place in your life. Give it its realization in your reality, so you can properly categorize these energies, and you won't have to continue saying, well, who is it? 7 of Cups. Who is it? What is it? I don't know. So romantic delusion number 1, and this is self-acceptance moment, clarity. Truth is to help you get over, because it don't get no worse than this, Taurus. Okay, in matters of love and family, these are the traps. These are what you do not see, the things that keep you tied, stuck into these attachments, because you feel like you know what I'm saying. So this is what Spirit wants you to confront, your delusions around commitment and love and relationships. Okay, all right, let's put this in order. So here we go. Number 1, clings to a romantic notion that someone loves them, when in reality that person doesn't return the affection. Who is that person for you? Okay. Number 2, clings to a romance that has lost all hope. All right. Give that scenario a name, a person, an attachment. Number 3, devoting their love to someone who is unattainable or who is unable to commit. Give it a name. 4, loving someone who treats them badly, all the while clinging to an idolized image of the partner. All right. No matter the scenario, when it comes to romance, yearning and longing as well becomes a delusion, or tends to be the theme. So regardless of the scenario, out of 4 of those that we went over, there's the yearning for romance and longing for love will always lead to delusion. That tends to be the theme or the overcast when it comes to love and relationships. Those 4 major types of connections. Okay, this is what you need to know if it resonates with you. If you have a person that you were able to attach all 4 to, okay, so only if you were able to successfully say that all 4 has been a type of relationship that you may have encountered or once been in love with or thought it could have gone further with, or you may be still in one. Then the next part of this channel message is for you specifically. The expectation here, Taurus, is that loving someone requires self-sacrifice. Okay? Which equals or results in an attraction to relationships that are codependent and even abusive. So there is an attraction to pain and love. Okay, believing, right? 8 of Swords, that you, and in order to love someone, it requires to be self-sacrificing. So your self-love journey may have been to live a life where you no longer sacrifice yourself in order to show up for your children. And somebody don't want me to say this. In order to show up for your relationships, in order to show up for your partner, in order to show up for your children, in order to show up for your family, in order to show up for your career, your work, or whatever. Overextending yourself, overgiving, self-sacrificing your happiness and your self-care practices in order to show up for other people. It is as a result, by default, creates an attraction to relationships that are codependent and even abusive. Okay? Drawn to victim-savior relationships, and they/you can play either the role of the victim or the savior. So in that codependent dynamic, whether it's narcissist empath, whether it's, I took care of you when you had nothing, and now I'm a victim because you took everything away, or I feel bad to walk away from that relationship because they were there from the beginning when I didn't have anything. That codependent connection, being drawn to, well, let me save you from that unhappy relationship, right? Waiting for someone to validate your self-worth or to choose you as well, wanting to be the person that they run to when they're unhappy in their connection. Spirit is saying, by default, if that person has decided to commit to anything that is hurting them, you are to walk away from this belief that you are supposed to save them from their demise, that you are supposed to save them from that unhappy relationship, and you are the person to come to as the rebound of that decision. Okay? In this victim savior type relationship, y'all may go back and forth, playing into that role of, at times, I need them, and it's like that SOS, right? Call out to me, I'm gonna always be there. Vice versa, you might be going through something, this person will reach out to you. But as far as the reality, which cuts through the bullshit, right? You're over it. You've been over it. And there's a new expression of love that Spirit wants to bring towards you. There's something else with abundance here. We got possibility, abundance, taking steps. There's something else outside of relationships between two people or two human beings that is waiting for you. And many of you, like I said, Spirit is saying you're on that side of the spectrum where you're focused on the relationship you have with your career, the relationship that you have with cultivating more habits that make you feel good, hobbies that light you up. You are making yourself a priority, and the reason for that is so that your stability and that you're a priority in your love life. And when you are a priority in your love life, the world is your oyster. And at any moment when you're out of that alignment, where your happiness and your joy becomes the sacrificing factor, in order for you to feel loved, desired, attracted, or appreciated by another soul or a human being of any capacity, even your own children, you are out of alignment with the frequency that was intended for you, the stability that's intended for you. Okay? It's going to be one of the things that makes you want to run back to comfort, right? So in an attempt to love unconditionally, right, the Lover's card, I want to love unconditionally, I want to do it the right way, you may too readily sacrifice your own needs and eventually feel used, equating to apathy. I posted in the community tab a poem by Beyonce where she spoke about apathy. Apathy creates this energy right here. 4 cups. This is apathy. I'm over it. Fuck love. I'm over it. I'm tired. I don't want no more options. At this point, I am closed off. At this point, you know, I'm tired of third party situations. And for some of you, it's like you're trying to figure out who's the blame. Is it spirit? Is it you? Is it that person? And the fact that you can't attach it to anything, that means that all the fingers are pointing back at yourself. And it has something to do with the delusions around love and romance. So let's go ahead and take a look, because like I said, there are new people being sent into your life, dating again, going out again. And when you get faced with back and forth energy as you're meeting new people, your higher self is always going to tell you when it's time to go. Okay? When they start juggling you and they haven't made up their mind and the cycle is in a negative cycle, you're like, oh, okay. You know, no, I'm not that ride or die chick or male. No, I'm not finna sit here and sacrifice my job, my lifestyle, and heal you and deplete myself in the process. You're gonna have to go do that work on yourself. Did anybody do the work for you, Taurus? No. When you were crying, you did it by your damn self. When you were doing the work, no one could rescue you. They just weren't able to. And it wasn't personal. So whatever their codependency issues are, it has nothing to do with you. And somebody is in your energy, whether this be you or your person, is spreading romantic delusion. And at this point, spirit is saying it's time for you to cut some cords energetically. All right. Yes, it's one of those things where you might not want to have to do that. Okay, you may not want to have to be the person to bring the bad news. You may not be interested in having these types of conversations, but it's like, ask questions, be inquisitive, right? Have energy to face whatever needs to be faced, even if it means picking up the damn phone, asking critical questions, and deciding if you want to stay or if you want to go. And no response, Taurus, or no answer is a response. May not be the one you want, but it is the loudest response, because it's energy, which is the one that we are before we manifest physically. Okay. And then we'll sit there and be like, well, maybe they just didn't get it. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because again, what would Jesus do? What would God want you to do? What would unconditional love want you to do? But I like the pipe. I like that relationship. Listen, what Spirit is saying to you, for those of you that are in these type of situations, only when you have hit your rock bottom and you are ready to change, did you ever make a change. So by staying there and believing that sitting around for them is going to one day make them realize that you are the best thing that ever happened to them, and vice versa, they can't hit rock bottom. All right? And they're not going to be able to hit rock bottom as long as you're still at the bottom waiting to catch them when they fall. No matter who they are, your children, your family, your romantic relationships, the Spirit's just saying, I don't know. We'll see. Spirit. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. And we were just talking about the Three of Cups. You know, Taurus, let me ask you a question. Do you want a polygamous relationship? This is an important question because I feel like someone may have asked you this question before to test you and to see what you would say. If you had said anything along the lines of, I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of open to the idea or anything like that, those were the premises. This person asked critical questions. Whoever this energy is to you in your life, they have asked you these questions before. They have wanted you to feel, they've wanted to feel you out, test you to see how you feel about the connection. For some of y'all that are in some type of polygamy situation or open relationship with possibilities in the world, you know, we can see the world together, great sex, great love, multi-partner type energy. Your partner's been going to go and visit someone wherever they're at without you. If that has been a concern for you, yes. If you have said to this person that you're open to it, but you don't want it for yourself, but you don't have any problem with people that do it, this person it has taken that information and has taken the initiative to say, okay, well, if I push hard enough, I could probably convince you. You know what I'm saying? Or I could possibly keep both. You know, so this person is having conversations along the lines of, I could probably finagle the both of you at the same time without having to really make a solid decision, as long as I can keep you guys separate. I could give one version of myself to one person and another version of myself to another, and everyone is happy, right? I can bring the spontaneity and the fire to one person, and when I want something that's more stable, consistent, you know, go on family trips, family vacations together, whoop de whoop, whatever that is, that'd be my other type of person that I go and do that with. This is the person that I take to my family. This is the person that I have spontaneous, hot, fiery shit with. So there is someone in your energy that is living a double life. And when you go through periods of time where maybe you don't hear from this person, okay, you know what would be some weird shit? If you and the other person, because it keeps flip-flopping the energy. What if you and the other person, the other third-party person, what if the both of y'all have a lot of Taurus placements in y'all chart or Earth energy? Talk about a novel. Okay, so there is some Five of Pentacles. Oh, I'm just working. I'm not doing anything else. But in that Five of Pentacles energy, this person is capable of saying, for some of you, this person can have that type of connection, and it could be like around the world, which means, let's say for example, this person lives in America. Well, that other spouse or whoever they're dealing with could be just a phone text conversation. You know what I'm saying? It could be like they are like a catfish type of situation. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, one is more progressed and the other one is becoming initiated. That is what Spirit is showing me. But it's something about a conversation or the way that this person pursued you when they asked you certain questions. They said certain things. Take it how it resonates. Even if they said it was a fantasy of theirs, or maybe they said that that's not what I want. I just wanted to know. They could have said like, what is it? What is it? 3 of Cups. They could have even responded to the situation like, I'm just asking just a curious conversation because I have other people that live like that, but me personally, I'm not interested in that. All cap. Okay. Over here with Justice, truth is, okay, I do feel like this person may be supporting somebody. Okay. They may be working and living a very they may be living and supporting the life of someone else with Justice energy here. They could be financially supporting something, and like somebody has left a family, a lifestyle, or something like that. There's some shame revolved around abundance because somebody maybe they've acquired a lot of wealth. 5, 6, 7, self. Yes, and one of the things may have been they were supposed to go back and like help their family, or they were supposed to go back and help improve something wherever they came. Okay, someone could have been homeless and swapped into another situation. Now they're experiencing victory and abundance. For some of you, I'm also hearing like if you've gone through an experience where you are divorcing someone and you're worried about losing out on a lot of finances, you're going to be very successful and receive a lot of recognition for your and be like known all over the world, renowned is what I heard, after going through a karmic relationship. Okay, you may have wanted to see that someone reach their full potential, but the abundance that your ancestors are trying to bring towards you, divine abundance, required you to give up something. Could have been a prior contract. All right, I'm also seeing, like I said, someone could still be going to work and going back and forth between another third party situation that they're either married to or they deal with. They could be still paying off. With World card here, this could be like, you know how sometimes people get married for like papers, okay? Something about they could be like they might need to still deal with someone because they're getting married. They got married for citizenship or something like that. And without that type of, if they divorce that person, they may have to go back to their country, or they may have to go and do something that they don't want to do. It's something about someone abandoning an obligation here and withholding that information as well, and like kind of starting over as if they never had children, responsibilities, or anything like that. They may be, or you Taurus, may be telling someone like, oh, you're a great parent, you want the best for them, you see them often, but it's a lie, right? Because someone is neglecting their responsibilities here. Moving on, like, I'm never looking back on that situation. I'm going to just start over, clean slate. But it's bringing in a lot of karma. Okay, so there's some type of tower that's about to hit here. The 3 of Pentacles, whatever secrets are being withheld. All right, it feels like somebody may literally show up at someone's job, expose them. Someone's threatening to, you know, the 3 of Pentacles could really be, you know, I'm going to call immigration. 3 of Pentacles, really, I'm going to call child support. I'm going to expose you for who you are. Someone is saying that, you know, based off of anyone trying to take an opportunity to move forward or to start over someplace else. I'm going to take whatever I can, because this person feels entitled. Somebody feels entitled to whatever blessings, opportunities comes to the other person. And like I said, some of y'all may have, both of y'all may have Taurus in your chart, and Spirit is kind of seeing it from both back and forth perspectives. So you might see me flip flop, but know where you stand, and this way we can stay in the same alignment. I'm also hearing an energy where there's some gossip or some chatter around, you know, like someone else's good news. So someone else may be gossiping online about someone else's good news. Someone else could be hearing about it, and there's like, oh, this person left this person in order to go out there and be like a player, whatever. A lot of masculine energy here. So some of y'all, this is the reputation of someone being on display. Okay. There's something about someone being not faithful in a situation, and it leading to a potential divorce where someone may have gotten more of a settlement than the other. Someone may have been in like the public eye, or they have a reputation, and that connection is damn near being severed. There's threats of like, you know, divorcing me, I'll take half of everything you have. And someone's like, well, I can give you half but not all of it. And this other person's like, no, leaving me, you leave everything, type of shit. So someone in the near future is like, one of y'all have good intentions to like just start over and rebuild, but this is like a really bad breakup here that's going on with this Tower energy. Someone's showing their ugly side to like their friends, their family. They're calling around and they're saying like, this person was doing this person was doing that. And I feel like someone may be also like looking you up online, trying to figure out where you are with possibilities, like where you stay, where you live, trying to create fake accounts, trying to find your house, looking up your name. This is definitely someone that has the ability to try to investigate, or know where you live, or they maybe have access to your information through the person that you're involved with. So for some of you, this person is trying to protect you in the degree of, you know, Taurus don't have nothing to do with this. Okay? That was all me. So they maybe have said to this person like, oh, it was just a one night stand, or oh, I don't have any feelings. And I'm not making any excuses for this person. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm also seeing that this person, you know, may have said like, I don't even care about that person. I don't even want to talk to them. They have said a lot of things about you. Your spiritual team, your ancestors are standing there like, oh, really? That's how you're going to talk about Taurus? And someone could have literally got caught with their phone, or there could have been a conversation. There's some, you know, with the Five of Pentacles, that for me is also like communication, but not having the physical name. So you know how sometimes people will chat with someone or talk with someone, but they'll never give them an official name in their phone. They may have done something like that, like, oh, it's business related. You know, I don't talk to this person. I'm helping them with something. Or, you know what I'm saying? They're homeless. They had nowhere to go. So your ancestors are hearing someone talk about you in a way where it's like demeaning to another person, to salvage their connection. So yeah, Spirit is acknowledging this person's motives, but they're calling them out on their cowardice, because whatever way they were trying to get out of a situation, it backfired. Whatever way they were trying to break up with someone, it backfired. And someone chose to pretty much, what was meant to be a blessing in someone's life, they literally was like, I can't see that blessing, but I can see what I've earned in my bank account. I can't see that as a blessing. It's going to take longer to get that back than what I've built with this person. So it's wiser, or it's more of a wise investment to play nice and to say what someone wants to hear, to avoid a disaster that could potentially make someone have to return home with the Six of Swords, start over from scratch, have less money, and let them defeat. So someone was feeling a state of like feeling defeated. I'm also seeing that someone is dang. Like someone maybe also like wherever you work, someone is also disguising themselves as being a friend, but you have a foe around you or an enemy. It's gonna be family or friends that is, listening as like a bystander, but dropping pins, coordination of where you guys are, what you guys do. For some of you might be on them shit. The Four of Pentacles, you would be surprised. Like, let's say, like, you see how the three of them are sitting here, right? And you have an engaging conversation back and forth with someone, and whoever is sitting here drawing, pretending like they're not listening, is listening to information and then sharing that information with somebody else. So you may be like, oh, that person's not paying attention. Oh, no, they listening. For some of you, this could be your own kids. If you have them, they're listening with the intent, oh, I'm going to tell X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like the reason why that's happening is to try to get someone to care. Try to get someone to hold on or fight. So this could even be like your own child trying to manipulate a conversation to try to get someone to come in after them because they feel neglected or abandoned by a parent after leaving. So you could have your own, child trying to be reckless and rebellious during this time, or like, oh, I want to come and live with you because, this person leaves me home, or they do X, Y, and Z with someone else. So there's a lot trying to, and the spirit's seeing all of this shit, right? And then the crazy part about it is all them think that you don't know, Taurus. Like, come on. Why do they think that you don't know these things? I don't know, Taurus. So the intentions of people around you is being judged right now. Karma is really hitting people. The tushy right now, okay, for backstabbing you or trying to do some fucked up shit towards you. Look at this. All right, trying to give you a headache, trying to make you feel overwhelmed, trying to make you feel like you want to give up, okay? And Spirit's like, no, you come too far to literally let someone juggle you. You come too far to let anyone from your past feel like they could come into your life and fuck shit up for you. Okay? This is an opportunity that's promised to you. You're building something and you're moving forward. So taking the steps forward, remember that where you're going, not where you've been. Okay, Taurus? Well, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, you walking away. Five of Swords. You're accepting defeat in a situation in the near future. You're like, well, that's a wrap. Like, your cutoff game is super strong. I feel like what could have been a great, connection here. All right, because I feel like someone was definitely on your level. And on your level, Taurus, but I do feel like someone was living a double life, trying to be out here like a Knight of Wands, a player. It's nothing too serious. May have even blamed everything on you. globe, possibility. There's just no way this person felt like this other person would find out about you, or vice versa. They just felt like it was, they just said like, oh, it's just an online fling, nothing too serious, whatever. You got 4 here. So the possibility that you may have had or could have had with someone was a blessing in disguise, and someone literally let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Alright, so it's like, it's their loss. That's what pretty much Spirit is pretty much saying. 5-5 here. 5 of Swords. I used to want you so bad, but honestly, you turned out to be the best thing I never had, because you are taking steps to walk away from a headache. Alright. What was intended to have you up late at night, worried, wanting to fight for someone, or be in competition. Like, Spirit is saying, like, they're helping you dodge bullets out here, okay? Because something may have hurt you a lot worse if you knew more about it, or the longer that you were left stagnant in this energy, eventually it was going to affect you emotionally. Eventually it was going to be like some type of undoing for you. Yeah. So judgment is being called here. And I feel like this may have been a short connection. Let me see what comes out. Anything else specifically for Taurus? Tell Camila to turn it off. Anything else specifically for Taurus? I feel like Taurus, Spirit is helping you dodge a bullet. I'm gonna be honest with you. Family room. Yeah, someone had a whole family, double life here. Could have been all the way across the other side of the world, but with all this establishment, they could have like literally like 2 houses, 2 establishments, 2 realities. Someone else could be aware that the connection is open, but the rules to this engagement is you are not allowed to divorce, or you're not allowed to say anything about X, Y, and Z. Distant horizon. So you're moving on. I feel like this person's going to start becoming more and more distant if they haven't already. You're just being forewarned. Journey, taking the steps to close out this quick little cycle. I do feel like you will be meeting someone else new. This is not the end of the journey. And remember, every time you let something go, you always get better. You like fine wine out here, Taurus, okay? You get better with time. Look at that. You get a fresh start. You don't have the baggage that this person had. You don't have those things going on because you went about it the proper way. For those of you where you are trying to get out of a situation and you haven't done it the proper way, there is a short connection that may feel very intoxicating, or X, Y, Z. Ask critical questions, and if this person is not telling you, but their actions are speaking louder than words, you know what time it is. This is a short connection, and that's exactly what it's meant to be. You have a fresh start. You're set free. This person is in their own karma. But that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Okay, you're going to meet someone that shares mutual feelings for you. You're going to have mutual understanding. And I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to let go. Let it go, Taurus. Alright? Alright, I really feel like you will meet someone new for some of you. With courtship here, you got 444 pathway. So some of you, the 444 reading this afternoon, this short connection with a short, brief stop. Okay? It was one of the last 4. You may have been able to only, put a name to 3 out of the 4. Well, this next short connection gonna be your 4th, and then you're gonna meet someone with mutual feelings. But this one is like all aboard the choo-choo train, all aboard the choo-choo train. Okay, you completed the 4th one, so whoop whoop, congratulations. Release the past. Time to let it go. Alright, I do feel like you will be dating and flirting and continuing to live your life, but it ain't over. Except this one, I don't feel like it's going to be bad timing. I feel like it's going to be on time, freeing yourself. And everyone else going to be locked out. Goodbye. Thank you. Next. Toodles. Yeah, let's get you a spirit message, and I got to go. Any last final words, Spirit, for Taurus? Sage, be devoted and committed. Be devoted and committed to, as a sage, yourself, your spiritual practice. That is a non-negotiable fact. Love. And that's true love. That's unconditional love. Is loving yourself. Like the rare flower you are. Move beyond ancestral patterns. You may have come with these aspects in your chart. You may have come with these patterns of behavioral traits in connections, but you do not have to settle. Alright, Taurus, I love you, and I will see you at 444.